And we're back for another episode. In this episode, we're going to be doing the Lost City of Amdapor hard mode. Ooh, they changed the music. Those are some oversized Beatles. The Beatles from FFXIV. Okay. Let's see. Hello. First time. So, let me know. Anything special? Oh yeah, so because it's my first time in the dungeon, I'm giving them a bonus. So they say thanks for the bonus. Wow, this is a really oversized beetle. Okay. The muscle memory is coming back to me about how to play a Paladin. What does that 5 mean? They changed Paladin? Okay. Let's see. Morning Mithrie all the way down. Okay. Oh, do people usually like mass pull this stuff? Fair enough. Oh, I'm forgetting to flash, that's why. I was wondering why I was losing hate. Okay, let me use some cooldowns. Standard stay out of the crap tactics. I invented that, you know. No, I did, I'm lying. Okay, pacified. Okay, next. So much nostalgia for FFXIV. If only they would remake 11 using 14 graphics. They could do that. Like, maybe they should just do like a surprise expansion for like 14 and just call it the Vanadil expansion, you know. Just integrate 11 into 14. I mean, they're already bringing in so many other elements of so many other games. Like, they could just do it as like an alternate world. Okay, cool. Let's go. And I am sorry, guys, that I've been away for so long from 14. I needed the break, I really did. Because for me, the most fun part of this game is crafting and gathering. And I just did not enjoy the red script system, I really didn't. And given that it was my main interest in the game, for it to be what I feel ruined, almost ruined the whole game for me, you know? So I just thought I'd just take a step back. I wasn't going to bash the game and just play other stuff in the meantime. Let's see. Let's go. Right, this way. Almost at the first boss. So I did read the comments on my what's it called? My anti-tower video. Like, I was wondering, did I really do that badly? Did I suck and so on? And then a lot of people defended me, saying actually there's some things you could have improved on, but the healer was rubbish or something like that. Let's provoke. This Dragoon's doing too much damage, which is a good thing. The more damage, the quicker they die, so I won't complain too much. But it just means that my main hand weapon is not up to date for Paladin. That's the sign of when you're not keeping threat, it means you're not outputting enough threat from your main hand weapon. So if anything on Paladin, if I can, that'll be the first thing I upgrade, is the weapon, so I can keep up. In the meantime, I'll just spam flash and provoke and blah blah blah. I'm keeping shield off for now because I doubt I have the gear to be able to go sword off all the way. Oh wow. Ah, butterflies. How pretty. Even more butterflies, pretty. Instead of trying to kill us. If we lived in a world where butterflies tried to kill us, we'd be in very serious trouble. Okay, let's see. Let's do it. Weep. Smash. Righty-ho. Right. Okay. Anything I need to know? Let's start rotating cooldowns, because it is a boss after all. Turn away during Nero Squapum. Holy crap. Okay, I need to pay attention to that. Okay, so let me look out for the Nero Squap. Okay, this one. So look away. Okay, good. Fair enough. Do I need to know anything else at all? Did it like duplicate me in some way? Sentinel. Okay, let's go back to where I was. Here we go, so turn around. I'm sure there will be, you know, when I'm more confident with it, I'll just turn around at the last second, but for now, okay, cool down. I remember some Paladin was having a real go at me when I was doing Final Call of Bahamut, saying that ideally as a tank, as a Paladin, I should always have at least one cooldown in use and rotate through them. This is when I was doing turn 11. Okay, so it seems like a fairly simple fight. Let's use Convalescence just for lols. Just gives extra healing to the healer. I'm not using my Sheltron that I should be using. Or should I be using it? Or is it from magic? Oh no, yeah, blocks next physical attack. Yeah, I should use every cooldown. Okay, Nero. Turn away. Do not hit any attacks during that, because otherwise it will turn you straight back to the boss. Derp. Yep. Boom. Sheltron. So, for the tank, this is a very simple fight. It's the everyone else that seems to have a hard time. Which is good. We like being lazy, don't we? Really get all the privileges out of the tank. Short dungeon queues, least amount of effort. Rotate cooldowns, it's like the easiest job in the world, but one thing that's kind of worrying is that the healer's got more HP than I do. They see the healer's got nearly 15k. I've got 14. So my gear is obviously very out of date. Holy crap. Hi, what's up? Bring the mobs into the light. Okay. Sounds good. I mean, I'm as much into the light as I can be. This one away. How many bosses are in this dungeon? 3 or 4? Okay, cool. Next. Amdapor corpse. Well, I like their fashion. Bring them into the light. Let's flash again. I always spam flash when I'm doing AoE tanking. Damn it. Run away. Okay. So I wonder what gear I need to upgrade first. Oh look, it's Kraken. I wonder if he's going to drop the Kraken Club. I don't know how many of you guys played Final Fantasy XI, but the Kraken Club was effectively a club which would hit 2 to 8 times every melee hit, every single one. So it meant basically that if you get like a double attack, you could hit up to 16 times in that one attack. It was absolutely nuts. And like, get away from me. And because of that, well, not just actually not because of that. It was obviously a very powerful weapon. Now the thing with it is that it would drop from a mob that was spawned once every 24 to 48 hours, and even then you would need a team of 8 to kill it. And even then, only one group could kill it. And even then, the Kraken Club had a very small chance to drop. At least when it first came out. They eventually added it to the BCNMs, which is where you could turn in seals and do fights for currency, essentially. Like, you could request the fight as long as you had the currency for it. But back then, because of all of those conditions, the Kraken Club was worth probably the most in the whole game. Like, I remember people selling it for hundreds of millions of gil. And after a while, people started to hate it because when you're hitting a mob that quickly, you build up their TP, their tactical points in Final Fantasy XI, which allowed them to use their weapon skills. So you would fuel the boss or whatever target to use their weapon skills over and over again, essentially. So, yeah. There, we avoided that. But I never got it. You know, all the years I played 11, I was never even close to getting one. You know, it's one of those dream items that I wish I could have had. I totally missed on the bubble. Oh dear. Right, we're heading towards the second boss. Yeah, here's the second boss. Just a random statue for now. Okay, so what do I need to know? Tank and spank this one. Okay, fair enough. That'll be simple. So that was some Final Fantasy history for you guys. Remember to subscribe for more. If you want some more stories of Final Fantasy, then please let me know. Like, some of you watching, if you're watching the video this far in, you might want to know why it's called Final Fantasy, in case you've ever wondered. Like, why is it called Final Fantasy? Why isn't it just called, like, Fantasy Quest or, you know, Fantasy Realm or whatever? The reason it's called Final Fantasy is because when Hironobu Sakaguchi, the creator of Final Fantasy, was making games. He tried a few games, they weren't working out, they weren't selling well, and so on. And literally, he thought, okay, let's make one more game. Let's make it a Final Fantasy. Get it? Final Fantasy. It was the last game that they were ever going to make. And luckily for them, it turned into a blockbuster seller, which has been selling games since the 80s for like 30 years. So, yeah. So I don't want to say they lucked out. The original Final Fantasy was amazing for the time. But yeah, that's why it's called Final Fantasy, because it was effectively their final chance of trying to do anything in the gaming industry way back in the 80s. This is like when I was born, like in the early 80s. So when I was like 0 years old, like that's when Final Fantasy 1 came out. Need to attack the sphere when the boss jumps. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Oh. Okay, so I am being advised that maybe my health is so low that because I'm still using strength gear, which I am, so I should really switch to vitality. So if I don't even know if I have vitality gear. So yeah, because I forgot a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, they changed it so that your damage does increase based on your main stat, which obviously for tanks is vitality. So I need to see if I've got a if I've got any vitality accessories. Let's take a look if I do. Okay, here we go. Equip. Vitality, yeah. Do I have? Yeah, I think I've got like the full vitality, and vitality. Okay, and I could equip one strength ring, I guess. Okay. Right. There we go, now I've got 17k health. Sorry, it was wearing strength gear. I'm from the past. Lol. Okay, so let's go. Ooh. Hello. The clay effigy. So now that I'm wearing vitality gear, does this mean my damage will go up? Okay, let's go. So, by the way guys, a lot of people noticed that I made the video of I'm returning to Final Fantasy 14 on April 1st, so some people thought it was an April Fool's joke. And it would be well timed, I've got to say. But, and who knows, maybe I did it on April 1st so that I could have changed my mind after, but nah, I think it's a good time to come back. I mean, like I said, the Final Fantasy 15 Uncovered event, which you can watch, it's still on, it's fully uploaded on YouTube if you want to watch it. Revitalized my hype for Final Fantasy games generally, not just Final Fantasy 15 but all Final Fantasy games. So you know, it's about time I come back. Okay, boom, boom. Let's use some cooldowns because there's so many targets. Sentinel is the oh crap button. I don't need to press it. But I was ready to press it if I needed to. I'm assuming this is the way because there's a treasure chest up here. I wonder if there's still mimics in this game. No. Oh, lol. I thought that was the way to go, but apparently it's just a dead end. Oh god, the magic pots are coming back. So they really are now starting to borrow assets from Final Fantasy XI. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. All of these mobs, magic pots and so on, not only are they from Final Fantasy XI, they look pretty much exactly the same as they did in 11 as well. And these were scary. In 11, basically, they would aggro on magic, essentially. So if you cast any spell, healing, it doesn't matter what spell you cast, they would aggro from quite a far distance as well. So that's why they were called, I mean now they're called mana pots, but they were called magic pots in Final Fantasy XI for that reason. So more Final Fantasy history for you guys. For I am old. I've been playing games since before you were playing them. In some cases. But to be honest though, most of the main audience on YouTube apparently are the millennials, as in people in my age range. Like people who are now currently anything from 25 to like 40. So people who are coming of age at the turn of the millennia. Okay, so almost dead, almost dead. And it's kind of nice when you come back into a game after a while, is that the everyone knows what to do, so you can easily be carried and catch up. For an MMO, guys, you won't find graphics better than this game. You just won't. I haven't found any MMO which graphics are even close to this game. Even Black Desert does not look as pretty as this. Nice. Is this the final boss? Yes, it is, because you have the final boss music. Okay, sorry, let's catch up. I forgot these people are remapping the realm, Lost City. Yeah. These people are not new. The first time I see the cutscene, that's it. Anything to know? I can't type on this keyboard. Anything to know. This crown symbol, in case you're wondering what it is, means that this person is acting as a mentor. So if you're a new player and you see this crown symbol, you can ask them for help. They're volunteering to help out. So let's see. Take her out the Asuna blue puddle thing when it comes up. We'll kill the ads. Okay. So, ready, check. Okay, let's go. So, move her when there's a puddle, basically. Typical, don't stand in the crap. Regen. Cure 4. I mean, it's saying cure or whatever, but like I don't see the health going up. Is the boss meant to die this quickly, or is there many phases to this fight? I feel like the boss is dying a bit too quick. Yeah, of course it's dying too quick. It's like there's no way that this would be the total health pool of the boss. Not a chance. Let's pacify. Regen does... Sorry, Shield Slam does nothing. Okay, so out of the blue. As they told me to. Cure 4. I did not realize that curing was a bad thing. Who knew? The mobs just do what they like, don't they? They change all the rules. I wonder if now is the time for me to finally step in and do fights like Ravana Extreme. If people even still do them. And Bismarck Extreme as well. Okay, let's move. Sorry, delayed brain reaction. Like blue means move. Let's run away. And run back in a bit early because I'm the tank. I'm assuming there's another phase. Yeah, I feel like there's probably one more phase. I feel like this boss has got one more in her. Very cool. Okay, so they said that they'll kill the ads, so let me just focus on the boss in the meantime. You're 4. So you can't do anything to heal. I wonder actually with this Cure 4 spam, if the ads were still alive, if it would like fully heal them. It would seem like a logical mechanic in this fight. Regen. Okay, blue means move. Well, let's make sure that it's still in range of the healer. Do the healer a favor, yeah? Sheltron. Stand this way so that any AoE's frontal cones go straight into the wall. Cool down. Run away. And run back a bit early because I'm the tank. I probably don't even need to run away, to be honest. The damage mitigation tank, but whatever. Run away. Just make sure that that's it. That's the dungeon finished. So I got 40 esoterics. And I got 40 lore. And I got another 50 esoterics. Cast your lot. Thanks for the party. Oh, I've got one of those. Yeah. I like the sort of spamming... Okay, let's pass. Let's give the commendation to the healer. Thank you, healer. I love you, healer. So what's this? So the Guardian statue stands motionless. Fair enough. So now let's get out of here and let's see if there's any final cutscenes. Ding! Cool. So now let's go and turn in the quest. We just short run away. And it's the first time you do the dungeons, it's always a follow-up quest to just finish the story. So, have we unlocked the expert roulette yet? Okay, now we've unlocked the expert roulette, which means every day you can get an extra 60 exoterics and 35 lore. And if you do it just once a day, it means that you can cap your... I guess lore is the... Yeah, lore. You can cap 450 a week if you just do the roulette every day, expert roulette, which is tradition, let's say, in this game. And you only have to do it once a day. You don't have to, because when the game first came out, there actually used to be a time where we had to... Have I got like an extra action bar? Okay, whatever. There used to be a time, basically, where we had to do... We used to do Amdapor Keep, the original Amdapor Keep, like 7 or 8 times on the first day. We used to just grind it over and over again to cap our... God, what was it called back then? The first tombstone of the game. But we don't do it that way anymore. So, you are returned from your expedition into the Lost City. That is well. We, for our part, have at last succeeded in easing the elemental's disquiet. But tell us, Mithrie, what was the nature of the hostile presence that so unsettled them? So extraordinary. I was all but certain that some seed of darkness had survived. I could not have been more wrong. So I certainly did not expect enscrolled statues, creations of the Amdapor Magi, I imagine. It would appear so. They likely began to stir when that fiend was awoken of the weakening seal. Yet that does not explain why the elementals would have cause to fear these ancient sentinels. It seems safe to assume that the Amdapor built to repel the armies of the Mach. Were I to hazard a guess, I would say that the passing of years has dulled the statue's senses, and that they mistook our friends for ethereal beings of a different order, voice sent of the kind employed by the Magi. The elemental's arrival would have seemed like an invasion. That would explain much, yes. Void-sent monstrosities and undying guardians of stone. The War of the Magi must have been a conflict of truly terrifying proportions. So, it is well that the ancient relics have at least been laid to rest. With the city's defences thus disabled, we may safely return to our task of cleansing the ruins. You have our deepest gratitude, Mithrie. Okay, complete. Done. So that's the story of the Amdapor Keep hard mode. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Remember to like, favourite and subscribe for more. If you have any requests for Final Fantasy XIV content, please let me know in the comments down below. And as always, goodbye from me and goodbye from Mithrie.